Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another horror movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Predator from 1987, directed by John McTiernan, from a script by John and Jim Thomas, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, Elpitia Carrillo, Bill Duke, Richard Chaves, Jesse Ventura, Sonny Landham, Shane Black, R.G. Armstrong, and Kevin Peter Hall. Now some of you might be thinking, wait a minute, Matt. Predator ain't no horror movie. I beg to differ. To me, this film has always been just like The Terminator. This film to me has always been a horror movie, first and foremost. It is, to me, the Predator in this film. This alien being is basically a slasher that is hunting down and killing these big badass military characters. With Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dutch Schaefer, of course, and then you have Carl Weathers as Dylan. And I love the first scene with him and Dylan, where you can tell that they have this history, a love-hate history between the two of them. This opening scene also includes a great actor, which I've already featured on this channel in Warlock 2, R.G. Armstrong. As I said in that video, I absolutely love him as an actor. I've always, anything he's in, even though he's only in this in a small little appearance at the beginning, he stands out in this film. And most people watching this film, that even know who R.G. Armstrong is, forget that he's even in this, because he is in that little brief moment at the beginning, but he just is so good in anything that he's in. And this is no different. He's the one that sends Schwarzenegger and Weathers on this assignment to find this missing military group that went into the jungle. And they think these guerrillas have killed them. Of course, it turns out that's not the case, and there's something more sinister at play. And ironically, one of the biggest badasses in this is Jesse Ventura. And I love his intro as Blaine. He's just such an awesome character, which makes it even more heart-wrenching when this cool, badass dude is the basic first one, other than Hawkins, to die in this film. Hawkins was played by great screenwriter Shane Black, and he stood out for a while there before he gets killed as well, with his little dirty jokes that he tells and everything. He was just a fun character. So you hated to see those two most likable characters amongst the group get offed right off the bat, But the only negative I will give this film is the fact that they put way too much of an emphasis on Schwarzenegger is going to have to be the one to take this alien creature down. None of the other members of his team are a match for the Predator. They are all pretty much taken out pretty easily, leading up to Schwarzenegger's final stand against the Predator in here. And speaking of the Predator, you cannot talk about the Predator without talking about the actor who plays him. Now, before the actor that plays him in this was cast, the Predator was being played by Jean-Claude Van Damme. But standing at 5'9", it was considered he wasn't as imposing against people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, and Jesse Ventura. And the original outfit that he wore was so cumbersome that it was hard for Van Damme to even breathe in it. So he eventually quit in the role, and they eventually replaced him with 7'2" Kevin Peter Hall, who had just finished filming on Harry and the Hendersons as the Sasquatch. Now, that cumbersome outfit that Van Damme wore in this film was eventually reused for a film. So if you wanted to see what the original Predator would look like, all you got to do is watch a film called D&A, starring Mark Dacascos. That film features the original creature design from the Predator fully, and pretty much follows kind of the Predator pretty close. Only instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger, you got Mark Dacascos in there. And also, if you wanted to see Kevin Peter Hall actually what he really looks like, he's also in a brief cameo where you blink and you'll miss him, playing the helicopter pilot. So you can see him without all the makeup that Stan Winston did an excellent job on creating this badass looking alien monster. And in my opinion, I think Kevin Peter Hall steals this movie away from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold is good as Dutch Schaefer, and I still, like I said before, I still wish that they would have given him where he needed more support from his men to defeat the Predator, instead of it coming down to just him outwitting and defeating the Predator on his own, by himself. But I guess that's a small nitpick. My final review of Predator from 1987. I'm going to give this film a 9.8 out of 10. This one, had it gotten a few more of the members of the team in there helping Schwarzenegger, it'd probably be a 10 out of 10. That's my only negative about this film. But John McTiernan did a great job on this, and he would follow this with Die Hard. So, but what do you think of Predator? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this review, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you can access a post that is up right now in the members area, in which you can vote on what you want me to do next as a review, whether it's a movie, whether it's a TV show, or whether it's a ranking video. You can request it, and if I do it, which most likely I will eventually, it'll go exclusively in that members area for everyone to watch before it actually becomes a live video. So you want to be a little bit more interactive and do a little bit of recommendations to me about reviews, go ahead and become a member and help support the channel like that. Well, that's it for another horror movie night. If you missed last week's horror movie night video, you can check it out in the link above. Or if you have missed any of our videos on horror movie night, check out this playlist and you can check out anything that you've missed.